Jerry Jones, what have you done? So last night, as we were preparing for dinner, I kind of just disconnected from everything when it came to preparing dinner and was just glued to the press conference. The first thing I saw about Micah Parsons getting traded to Green Bay, I thought, oh, this is just clickbait. This is more fake news. And then in my feed was like a live press conference from the Dallas Cowboys. And I realized, man, it's true. And my heart sank. Let's talk about Micah Parsons for a second. That dude has been spectacular for 4 seasons for the Cowboys. He is like a bishop or a queen in the night of a chess player that the defensive coordinator could move around and just create havoc. And he could shut down offenses with third down sacks. And that's a game-changing. I'm a Cowboys fan, so I try to rally around the players I've got. And every once in a while, he's like a generational player. Every once in a while, you find somebody that you can't help but love how he impacts the game. And, Emmitt Smith was like that. Deion Sanders was like that. And Micah Parsons is like that. He has speed and moves, and he devotes himself to the game. He was like meeting with sumo wrestlers and boxers and other all-pro offensive linemen to find out what moves were used against him, how he could combat those moves. So the dude just brought everything. He was like the Lawrence Taylor of our generation. And the Cowboys just let him go. And they didn't just let him go. They traded him for a run stuffer in the interior line. That's been the Achilles heel of Dallas, and one reason why they've been one and done in the playoffs lately, losing to San Francisco a couple times and to the Green Bay Packers, and a shocking loss a couple seasons ago. But maybe this is going to turn out to be like the Herschel Walker trade. We let this fantastic player go with all of his ups and get, 2 first-round draft picks in 26 and 27 and a run stuffer on defensive line. So maybe it'll work. If it works, Jerry Jones is a genius. If it doesn't, crap. Losing sucks so bad. And a gambler, and the Netflix series on the Dallas Cowboys that I've been watching, that some of you have been watching, it's like the subtitle has the word gambler in it. And Jerry Jones gambled with the oil business. He gambled with the Dallas Cowboys time and again. And let's credit the Herschel Walker trade to Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson, I'm conflicted. I'm going to go for a jog. Comes to Dallas. He's conflicted about what it's going to take to devote time to make the Dallas Cowboys turn around from being the biggest losers to the biggest winners. He went out for a jog. He came back, told his wife, I want a divorce. He wanted to devote all of his time to football at the expense of his marriage, so he let that go. The next year, he is conflicted. What do? We've only got one good player. He goes for a jog, comes back, trade him. So, Jerry Jones apparently was, I guess, the guy who got on the phone and made that trade happen. So you got to give him some credit. But the idea was Jimmy Johnson's. At least that's what I get from reading Jimmy Johnson's book. Is it biased information? Maybe. But it's a crazy story. That dude, when he goes jogging, you better watch out, because he's going to come back with a devastating decision. That's what he does to clear his mind. So I'm hoping for the best. I'm a little bit scared. Micah Parsons was and is a great player. And Jordan Love, who I've caught passes from, I met him a couple summers ago, brought a football with me, said, throw me some passes so I can tell people I've caught passes from your dad and I've caught passes from you. Orban Love Sr. was the high school quarterback when I was a junior, and Jordan Love is a starting quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. So anyway, good luck to the Packers. You're a fine organization. I hope we meet you in the NFC Championship, and I hope we win. Anyway, nothing spiritual about that talk, is there? Maybe you can glean a few spiritual truths from that, but you know, the Heavens Metal vlog isn't always about the Bible. It isn't always about Christianity. It isn't always about heavy metal, dude. Sometimes it's about football. Once in a few years. Check out my commercial for my book.
Rockstars on guard, caught in the fire, searching for me.